Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? You should be able to hear me now. All right, so we're live. YouTube tried to keep me down. They can't keep us down. We're a little long in the tooth. I was ready to go at 7 o'clock like normal, man. But it is what it is. 7 p.m. games are late. They're long in the tooth already, but a bunch of games are in the second, third inning. We still have 2 games in baseball that haven't started yet. We still got a WNBA game that's close to at the half. So we're good. They're actually at the half. Mercury up 43-40. I'm sorry. Mercury down 41-43 to the Chicago Sky. So that's that. Larson, you with me?
In theory. What's up?
What's going on, buddy?
I just lying in bed, just took a shower, getting ready for get ready for work tomorrow. Got to be up at 3:30. You know how that is. Well, you don't, but because you don't
I
have
don't.
a real job like me. I'm happy right now. The Orioles are up 3-1 on the Blue Jays in the 6th inning. That makes me happy because I gave that out on Jimmy's show.
That's good.
The Pirates or not the Pirates. The Tigers are winning in the 3rd inning, 1-0 against the Royals. I gave that out on Jimmy's show too. So I kind of want that first 5 to win. And I also gave out the Reds and the under in the Reds Indians game. I'm a little bit nervous because the Indians have the bases loaded, but they got 2 outs, and it's 1-1 in the 6th inning. So I like Castillo to strike out Bowers here, so we can preserve this under and the 1-1 tie. Obviously, when I got the Reds, so those were the 3 plays I gave out on Jimmy's show. So they're the most important to me. But you already know I'm on a shit ton more because I sent you a screenshot of everything.
Yeah, I do. I had already tailed 5 of Twatty's plays when I looked at your spreadsheet, and I just tapped out. I tapped out of 5 baseball games.
Okay. Well, good news is Oakland Athletics got 4 runs now, so that is good for me because that was a play I was on with the Athletics team total over.
Plus, I'm actually on the other side of you in the Indians game. I didn't know that you bet the Reds, and I just tailed Twatty, who was on the Indians money line. So that kind of sucks.
Are you fucking kidding me? I'm gonna have to talk to Matt about that.
I swear to God. I think I swear to God.
You think he?
I swear to God.
The Indians?
Yep.
Boom. Boom, baby. Bowers struck out 1-1. Really?
Yep. So I'm on the Indians. I'm on the over in the Seattle game. Yankees first 5 run line, which shit the bed, and then two plays in the late game.
So what's the late game? There's 2 of them.
There's Padres and the Dodgers. Both games he has to play.
First 5 run lines.
I can't say
Padres and Dodgers.
I can't say that,
dude. I'm just saying. I already know what he's on because I was thinking about both those plays too. I actually wanted the Padres Dodgers under also, but it opened at 8, now it's 7.5, and I'm not buying low. So, well, I guess buying high if you talk about unders, but anyways, yeah. So I'm not taking that. But no.
How about my New York Metropolitans putting up like 6 runs in 2 innings, bro? Pete Alonso is a fucking beast.
I told you he was good.
He's ridiculous, that kid.
Mm-hmm. He's very good.
Yeah, so I mean, I wish I was.
I need the Cardinals to win tonight. Well,
I was good. That was the one play when I had bet all his plays early, and then I looked at your thing and I saw that you were on the Cardinals minus 155 on the money line. That was the play I was going to tail. Are they winning right now?
Yeah, they're up 2-1. and they got 2 men on in the top of the second with 2 outs though. So I mean, it's
Um. Yeah. So I don't know. I still might bet them live.
but well, I got them basically twice because I got them on the money line in this game, but I also had them on the series price at -160. So if they win tonight, I'll basically hit both those bets because they won yesterday. So, if they win tonight, that means I win the series.
And I was going to tell you on the total in the Rockies game, but 12 runs scares the shit out of me, man.
Why?
That's so many fucking runs.
Yeah, well, we already got 2.
That's true. And the live total's 11.5.
Yeah, dude. All right, you need to start watching my segments on Jimmy's show because I literally broke down.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it at about 20 after 5.
Yeah, I gave out the Rockies too under one of my leans. No, not the Rockies. I gave out the over in that game under my leans because I just the way it's structured. I have 10 minutes, so I mean 10 minutes is enough for me to break down 3 games, and then if I want to spit out a few leans real quick.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I did.
But, the under in the Indians game looks like a swell call.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, remember what I said?
The total is 4.5 right now. Why wouldn't you bet the over? That's like a 4.5 run middle, isn't it?
Yeah, but middles are different I mean, I could think about it.
Detroit, I think you gave out 2, right?
Yeah, Detroit was one of the games I broke down. Poppy Parlay stole my thunder though because he literally was on the exact same play on the Detroit game as I was.
Can you answer me one thing? Does Parlay Poppy wear a hairpiece?
I don't fucking know. Why would I ask him?
It looks like fake. It looks like fake hair.
Dude, I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I watched him. I watched him before you were on, and I was just I couldn't get away from the head.
I think he's like it. I don't know. I think it's funny because he always you'll see the chats, the comments one time. It was like they ask him what because he always has his chest done or his chest showing or whatever, like his shirt unbuttoned so he can show off his chest or something like that.
Yeah,
and they make comments about that in the chat. I think that's kind of funny. No, I think Parlay Poppy's or Poppy Parlay, Poppy Parlay, whatever. I think the guy's pretty funny though.
I mean they're all
pretty decent. So yeah, I mean
you were getting rattled because the fucking dogs wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well they shut up about halfway through, so. That was good, and I apologize. And you have no idea how mortified I was that my dog would not shut up.
I know. Oh my God. I was watching it. I was like to myself, I was like, Ant, just power through, bro. Just fuck those dogs.
I was mortified that my dog would not shut the fuck up. I was trying to power through.
I wish you were that mortified on this fucking show 4 hours a night.
I am. The thing is I can get up and shut the door, or I could say, hold on, and I can go down and yell at them to shut the fuck up. Or whatever, but I'm on Jimmy's show and I got a tight 10-minute segment, and it's just, so it's basically I just got to power through it, But
yeah,
it was so mortifying. I was so thankful when my dog finally shut up.
I saw your pain.
Oh yeah,
I saw it.
But here's the thing: that dog was an angel. He was quiet as a fucking church mouse all goddamn morning. Seriously, I was up since 4:30 in the morning, dude. I was capping games, all that stuff, right? That dog was quiet as a fucking church mouse, not a peep from him all goddamn morning. And then literally 30 seconds after I get the Skype call and I'm going live with Jimmy, he fucking goes ballistic.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And I'm like, you gotta be. I was so embarrassed. I messaged Jimmy. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry about those dogs. I'm like, it was so embarrassing. I'm like, oh my God.
So Jimmy's gonna be with us tomorrow night. I'm hoping it's gonna be an every Wednesday thing.
Yes. Cardinals just walked with the bases loaded, so they walked in a run. 3-1 Cardinals. All right.
Oh, woo. Yeah. I'll lay a number against those fucking Marlins if I can get a live line.
Dude, your live line is going to be like minus 600 right now. You're going to be laying a huge fucking number.
That much? You think that much?
They got the bases loaded with nobody out and a 2-run lead in the 6th inning.
Yeah, you're right. Minus 650.
Yeah.
They got their bases loaded right now with nobody out.
Oh, wait, 2 outs. Bases loaded with 2 outs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bases. Yeah, but like one base hit here
scores 2.
Yeah, it makes it 5-1, a single.
Yeah.
So
that number will drop though a lot though, right? If they get out of the inning up 3-1 going into the top of the 7th.
It's not going to drop much. No. Once you have a 2-run lead going into the late innings, that number does not come down.
All right, so quick rundown of the scores for the guys. Philadelphia is at home right now in the 6th inning, up 6-3 against the D-backs. Colorado, yeah, I know. Colorado up 2-0 against the Cubs at home in the 2nd. It's all knotted up at 1. Cleveland's and the Reds in the 7th. Detroit on the road up 1-0 against Kansas City in the 4th. The Astros at home up 4-2 on Milwaukee in the 4th. The Mets are just fucking curb stomping the Yankees right now, 9-3 in the 5th. Tampa Bay's at home down 2 runs, 4-2 to Oakland in the 7th. All knotted up at 4 in the Braves and Pirates game in the 5th. Seattle's up 3-0 on the road in Minnesota in the 4th. Live line's only plus 200 on Minnesota.
I was literally just about to ask you that.
Yeah.
That is some bullshit.
That's crazy, man.
If that was like 3.5 to 1,
I would be on it. I know. I completely agree. But I'm learning, bro. I could live bet anything. I just can't bet baseball pregame. I don't know. They have to have runners on or something, right? Down 3 runs with only that number at plus 200.
No, Seattle has a runner on. It's the top of the 4th. They got a runner on first with 2 outs.
That's absurd. That makes me want to take Seattle minus 260. Cardinals are up 3-1 right now in the 6th against the Marlins on the road. They're minus 600 right now. They're minus 2.5 runs at plus 135, and the total is 7. Rangers on the road in Boston.
They're winning.
They're up 6-3.
On that one. Shit.
Big Papi is back in Boston in a hospital, if anybody gives a fuck. The Orioles at home up 3-1 against the Blue Jays in the 7th. And the White Sox at home up 4-2.
Yeah. Nats Tigers got to run.
That's how they sit. And it is 46-43 Sky up on the Mercury right now. I tried to live bet those 2 WNBA games earlier. I just didn't see anything I liked. So I didn't bet anything.
Run, baby. Woo.
So I'm on a play in those 2 late games, and then the Seattle over and the Yankees first 5, which lost, and the Cleveland Indians money line. I wouldn't have bet them, actually, had I known that you were on the other side, but I didn't know until I had already bet it.
So you didn't check my tweet? You didn't watch me live on Jimmy's show?
I didn't, bro. Come on. You know what time I went to bed at 7:30 in the morning. You think I was up at noon to catch that show? Or what time is Jimmy on in the morning?
At my time, it's like 11:30, so it'd be like, or 10:30, so it'd be like 11:30 your time when I show up.
I've been sleeping about 4 hours by then.
You need to go to bed a little bit earlier. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I get phone calls from my mother all the time about that.
It's 11:30, like your time, because I go on. I'm basically slotted in at 11:30 Eastern, so that's kind of like my time frame to come in normally. So like we're talking 11:30 a.m., dude. It's literally 30 minutes from lunchtime. You should fucking find a way to get up in time for that.
Robinson's on Chicago Sky plus 5.5 minus 140. Quick to the guys in the chat. What's up, Gerardo, Steve, Ron, Robinson, Eric, Adam, Rich G, James, Twan B, Bit, everybody in the house tonight.
Hi, everybody. I can't read the chat right now because I'm on my phone because I'm lying in bed. But
Gerardo's Tigers with you because you said 2-0 Tigers. Let's go.
All right.
Ron Crawford's on the Sky +4. Robinson's on the Sky +5.5. Trigg is on the Yankees +5.5. Live.
+5.5?
Yeah. Ron's on Baltimore, Minnesota -1, Yanks -1, Braves and Dodgers.
Baltimore's up 3-1. Let's go, Orioles.
What about me? I just was talking about you. There's that delay.
Hey, Cubs got to run. What did I say? Hayward homered. 2-1 now. We got 3 runs in this game. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Why is the total still 11.5 though? Does that make sense?
It's 3 runs through 1.5
What did
innings.
you get it at?
12.
Aren't they on pace though? Like from 3 runs already, and they're still in the second inning.
I mean, no, because it's factoring in the fact that Colorado has the lead, so it's probably not factoring in a bottom of the ninth.
Dave Betts, what's up, buddy? You missed a good sweat last night, Dave. We had like 3,500 on between me and Anthony on Draymond Green doesn't get a triple-double last night.
Laying -3.
Yeah, we were laying 3,500 to make about 11.
Yeah, it was it was fun.
We got it, but man, oh man.
He had 8 assists.
Yeah.
He had to.
And he had like 5 minutes to get those 2 assists.
But just like in that last game when I hit it, he had 5 minutes to get 1 assist and he didn't. And that's how I won that.
Hey, so Dave, there's no UFC this week, right? On the schedule it says the 22nd next week. So are you writing about Bellator 222, or are you just taking the week off and wait until next week? I don't know if I should be writing main event breakdowns for Bellator or not. It's so bad. I mean, it doesn't deserve a breakdown. Both guys are like 50 and have like CTE.
Wow, what?
And no joke. Let me see how old Chael Sonnen is right now. Hold on. Let me see how old he is, Chael Sonnen. He's fighting, right? He's 42. But he's an old 42. Like a really old 42. Like he's been fighting in MMA for 20 years probably. And he's fighting.
MMA's only been around for 20 years. So basically, yeah.
He's been around, bro. Like all around. And I don't know who. Oh, Lyoto Machida. Let's see how old Lyoto Machida is. He's another guy that's been around forever, but he might be in the same range at like 42. He's 40. Yeah, he's going to be 42. Okay. So, I mean, it doesn't deserve a main event breakdown. It's disgusting. No, I don't do Bellator. Yeah, good. All right. That saves me breakdowns. All right. Good shit, Dave. We're taking the week off then. Fuck that.
Reds with the bases loaded, buddy.
Oh, man. After I saw that you were on the Reds, I was a little sick.
Oh, you were?
The last thing I want to do is bet against you. Like, if I'm not on tailing you, that's one thing because I have action. But the last thing I want to do is be on the other side of you.
I mean, even if you're on the same side as Matt, because, I mean, last I checked, Matt's pretty good at this, too.
Yeah, I know. But still, I mean, you're part of my group.
Well, Senzel grounded into a double play, so don't worry about it.
So you're on the D-backs at that it was plus money, right? Like plus 125?
Yeah.
Did you have a play in the Astros Brewers game? I was surprised that I think both you and Matt stayed away from that game, right?
No, I was on the Astros. I took the Astros.
Oh, you're on the Astros.
I bet the Astros last night, dude. I told you.
They're up 2 runs.
Yeah, I bet the Astros last night at like minus
first 5 or for the full game?
For full game.
Oh, okay.
Full game. I took them full game.
Can the Yankees come back, you think, to win this game?
I mean, yeah, but it's not the most likely outcome.
They're only offering 10. They're down 6 runs in the 6th, and they're only offering you
Yeah,
10-1.
that's it.
Yeah.
Well, it was 6 runs in the 4th when Chris and I hit that 9-1 on the Red Sox at the beginning of the year. Remember that one?
Yeah, the total is 16. You think they get over that?
Um, that's pretty tight.
They got Mets got a
Tight.
man on
Congrats.
first, no outs, top of the 6th, 9-3, and the total sitting right now at 16. Yankees are
16
going to have
even?
to get up, right? Yeah, 16 even.
Yeah, I'd like that. If you get in that 16 even, says 16 and a half, I'd like that because then you can always just push if worse comes to worse. But yeah, you only need 4 runs in 4 innings. And you're not talking about like a lot of the top level relievers necessarily. I
Right.
mean, you're getting the bottom half of the inning with the Yankees, because the Yankees are losing, so you're going to
Right.
get the bottom half of the ninth. So you're going to get those 3 outs to go with. Yeah, I mean that's worth a half unit to take a shot on.
So you got 24 outs basically to get 4 runs for a push.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's not bad. Did you bet anything in the Oakland Tampa game?
Yeah, I bet the Oakland Athletics team total over 3.5, which hit.
Man, you're poised to have a fucking good day today.
Don't jinx me. But I also I took the Athletics series price at plus 200, or not plus 200, plus 170. I had that Athletics money line plus 200 yesterday, which didn't win. But I mean, it's a plus 200 line. What do you expect? No, I have the Athletics series price plus 170. So I really, really would like them to win this game too, not just get this team total, which is already cash for me, because I want to have, I want that rubber match tomorrow.
Corey jumped on the over in the Yankee game at the beginning of the inning. What's up, Kate Edwards? How are you, brother? Any interest? Rich G says, any interest in the Twins at plus 245, down 3-0. We were just talking about that, Rich. It seems a little light, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does seem a little light. But at plus 245, it's a lot better than what you were talking about earlier, that just plus 200. So if it gets to the plus 300 range, so say they don't score in this inning, although they do have a runner on second, it looks like. But say Seattle gets out of this inning without giving up a run, and if we can see a plus 300 line, or a line approaching plus 300, then I'd be interested in taking the Twins live.
Adam wants to know, can you do first of all, did you bet the 2 late games, the Padres game and the Dodgers game?
No.
Okay, can you break them down for the boys because they're asking?
The Padres is, I think, the line on the
Paddock and Bede.
Yeah, I think the line is about right on the Padres. They really should be a favorite here. The under is what I'm leaning towards on that game.
Under 8.
But yeah, if you could get it at 8, I would take that. My book had it at 7.5, so I passed. But I'm actually going to go check it now and see if it is back at
I'm
8.
looking at Paddock minus 164, and the total is 8, and the under's minus 120.
Yeah, so I would take, because I know what Twatty's on this game, and I actually kind of think that's a pretty decent look. If you do a first 5 run line on Paddock, I'd like to see. I'm checking it now.
First 5 run line is minus 120.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's tempting. I would be
120.
Here, let me pull the game up here. I had to sign in on my phone. see what we got. Oh, it is 8, but it's minus 120.
So
Shit,
would you rather? So would you rather lay the juice on that total, or would you rather have the Padres in the first 5 run line at the same price?
Uh, yeah, I wouldn't mind the pod. See, I'm looking at minus 125, which kind of makes me that 5 cents. I know we're talking about a nickel here, but I'm not really.
A nickel's a nickel, though.
Yeah, I know. In the minus 115 to minus 120, I would definitely lean towards Padres first 5 if you take the first 5 run line. That minus 125, I'm like, meh, I might as well just pass. The problem here is like I finally got the number back up to 8 because it was 7.5 earlier. I wanted it under 8, but it's minus 120, and I hate betting minus 120s on totals. I'd rather have like
Right.
minus. I'd rather have minus 110 to minus 115. Yeah, because minus 120 is like a 54% break even range, when minus 110 is like 52.5% basically. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's a
52.38.
big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a huge difference from minus 110 to minus 120, and people
I
need to
know.
keep that in
I
mind.
know. I
So
get it definitely.
yeah, so I mean, if you could
The
get
other
8,
game. So if you
go ahead.
had to lean one way for them, would you say the run line or the total?
Uh, I mean, depending on the price, I would take both. I mean, if you could get the total at minus 110, I would take the under 8. If you can get the first 5 run line at minus 115 to minus 120, I would take that also. But
All
both of
right.
them are priced just out of my range on my book.
All right. Dodgers and the Angels. My 8 is minus 160. Totals 9.5 over
Yeah.
minus
Yeah.
115.
So I didn't have anything for this game earlier
Okay.
because the Angels are pulling all this wackadoo bullshit with fucking openers and crap. So I didn't even have a line for this game until like the mid afternoon. So now I'm
Bro, the
looking at
Twins just tied it up, bro. Fuck me.
uh, we are terrible at this. So now, okay, are we going to let that go so I can
Yeah,
find
I'm
my
gonna let it
casino?
go. I'm gonna let it
Okay,
go. I'm gonna let it go.
it's not like we lost money, motherfucker. We just didn't bet it.
It was
So
right there though for
I
us.
know. So I'm looking at Bedrosian is starting, but he is going to be the opener for Pena. Okay, so keep that in mind. Bedrosian should only be pitching like the first inning here, and then Pena, I believe, is going to be they call it the bulk reliever, but essentially the starter. So he's going to be the guy starting the second through 6 innings. Um, because the fucking Tampa Bay Rays started this opener concept, and now everyone's trying it, and it's fucking stupid because it's messing with my baseball lines. So, anywho's, um, I do not mind. Now, keep in mind, all right, Bedrosian, eh, I don't really know that much about him. I don't have his numbers up in front of me. I mean, he's just some random fucking reliever in the Angels bullpen, but Pena sucks. So, I mean, if you want me to be honest there, I am looking at. So the full game total for the Dodgers is a little steep. I'm looking at 5.5. That kind of makes me go meh. But I'm got my little eyeballs on this one. Dodgers first 5 run line minus 115. Not only do I
Suck
got
a
little
dick.
eyeballs on it,
Eat a bag of dicks.
what?
I can't bet first 5 run lines, bitch.
You can't? Why not? Since when?
Her.
That's not a team total, you dickwad. It's a fucking run line.
Oh, first 5 run lines. Oh, I bet that already. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm about to key in and bet that too. The problem is like I probably would have had it bet already, but I mean, I was busy all day and they didn't have a line until like literally just now. So not just now. I mean, it's probably been available for hours now. But I was out doing yard work, so I wasn't really looking at baseball lines at 3 in the afternoon. But when I was looking at it at 11 a.m., there was no line. So yeah, I'm going to take the Dodgers first 5 run line
All right. So
right now.
Kate Edwards says, anybody like the Padres under? Cade, Ant just said under 8 if you can get it at minus 110. That's a play. Twan B says U.S. Open this weekend. Can't wait. Neither can I, actually. I'm pretty psyched. I'm looking forward to it. Adam said, I missed the Rangers team total over. Goddamn work. Goddamn work will do it to you.
I missed that too. Actually, Max was asking about that in my DMs today. He asked me about the Athletics and the Rangers, and I told him to play the Athletics. And I said the Rangers probably hits, but I don't know enough about that Boston pitcher to make a play on it.
Coco Bongo, what's up, buddy?
Fucking runs.
Coco Bongo says, what's shaking? Yesterday was a debacle for my bankroll. That sucks, man. Sorry to hear that.
Yesterday wasn't that good for me either.
I mean, I did okay.
Okay.
I had a good day. But, I mean, I only ended up yesterday, I think I picked up 11 and a half units. But Sunday and Monday were fucking, I'm sorry. Wait, is today Wednesday or Tuesday?
It's Tuesday.
Okay, so, yeah, Sunday was bad. I dropped and Monday morning. I was down 5 units, so I ended up picking up about 6.5 units since after the UFC. All right, so there you go. Ant's on the Dodgers run line, first 5, and he likes the Padres first 5 run line at minus 120, or the under 8 in the Padres game if you can grab it at minus 110. So that takes care of the games that haven't started yet, and we'll try to live bet some of these baseball games already in action. The Chicago Sky up 8. Man, Chicago Sky's improved from last year. They're up 10 points right now, and they look good.
Man, this Cleveland-Cincinnati game, I was so right when I said this was when I was thinking this was going to be a coin flip. It's 1-1 in the 8th inning, and now you got 2 of the most shut down bullpens in the league at the moment. So
under was the play there.
Yes, sir.
I'm surprised you didn't just take the under and lay off the side.
There was value on the side also.
Twan B says steer clear of Brooks Koepka and Tiger in the U.S. Open. Well, Brooks Koepka's won 4 of the last 8 majors. And Tiger is a fucking monster at Pebble Beach. So how do we lay off of them? I mean, 10-1 on Tiger. I know we won a major this year, but 10-1 is a little strong. I would probably wait to get if Tiger, I don't know, has a mediocre Thursday and he's like 15-1 going into Friday. I would probably hop on him then. But I gotta bet Koepka, man, at 9-1. I have to. He is a fucking machine. And we got to do tomorrow. Are you going to be on to talk U.S. Open bets for like an hour tomorrow night?
I haven't really capped it, so I don't know what I'm going to offer.
Well, I mean, you've bet golf and know enough to know who's good and not good at Pebble Beach, haven't you?
I mean, yeah, I can offer some opinions, but I'm not like a really good golf capper.
I'll get those picks from Odds Market. I'll tell you who is a really good golf capper. Joe Ranieri is a fucking beast when it comes to capping golf, man. Speaking of Joe, I might do a PTI style show with Joe during the day a few times a week. He talked to me about it earlier today. So that would be pretty cool. Like well before we start this show. So I'm looking forward to that if that's going to happen. We are going to have Jimmy the Bag on tomorrow. Hopefully it's going to be an every Wednesday night thing. Jimmy's going to come and hang out with us. Yeah, I'll definitely talk to I'm going to try to get Joe on the show in the beginning for 20 minutes to talk about the US Open tomorrow before Jimmy comes on. Jimmy will be on after King's Court. I don't know what time that is. I would assume after 8 o'clock sometime.
I don't know. I've never watched King's Court, so.
Yeah, well, I know it comes on after Jimmy's show, and Jimmy's show ends at 6:30. So I would assume it's probably 7 to 8. So after 8 o'clock.
No, Jimmy's. Oh, I don't know.
Leche. Yeah, Jimmy's awesome. I'm hoping it's going to be an every week thing, boys.
The Cubs got a runner on base, or got a couple runners on. Let's see what they can do.
Two to one Cubs. I'm sorry, 2-1 Rockies in the third inning. That total still sitting at actually now it's 11. It's an even 11 at minus 110. Cubs got runners on, huh?
No, it's mid third.
Oh, okay.
They had a couple runners on, but they can do anything with it.
We finally got 300 subscribers a couple days ago, and we're up to like 315 already.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty exciting,
Yeah, man. We had 66 new followers in the last 28 days. So we're getting a little over 2 a day. And we had the most watched show since we've been doing this was the fight. Our last fight cast had about 550 views, I think. So that's pretty cool.
Pretty good. Yeah,
Yep.
that's pretty good. Well, that's because people knew that I was going to give my first official fight cast pick, and I did.
So,
not
is that going to be a thing now? Are you going to pick one diamond out of the rough every fight cast now?
I think I'll do that every card. Did I ever tell you about the first time I ever bet MMA? When I went to the
No.
So it was about 4 years ago. Me and several of my buddies, we went to a sports bar, and it was showing the fights. So we had the $5 cover to go in and all that stuff, and they had the MMA fights on, and it was like a $1 Coors Light night, because you go in, you paid your since we paid our entry fee or whatever to get into the bar, you get $1 Coors Lights. So we decided to bet on each one of the fights, and the loser had to buy the next round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I won every single time. I didn't buy a single round. I won all 5 times. And the reason why I won all 5 times, I literally was betting on the guy who I thought was cuter.
I mean, I would think that's probably not a good strategy. Normally, the most scarred up, nasty looking guy in MMA is probably the guy that you want to back.
I looked at it like this. I thought if he's still pretty,
he's good.
He's not getting hit hard, so he's able to dodge them punches. And if the dude looks like he got hit by a fucking truck, he's probably taking a beating, and he's probably not that good of a fighter.
Well, I'm a big fan of how you brought the cartel into your handicapping. I think you were right on the money there.
Oh yeah, with she has to be tougher than the other gal because she's from Mexico.
Because she's still alive.
Yeah, it's the drug cartel.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to who you pick on the next fight night on the 22nd.
I wonder if anybody actually tailed me because of that, just because it was funny.
She looked good though. She looked real good.
She kicked her ass.
Yeah.
Told you she would.
So every time I bet against the Mets, they fuck me.
Well, think of it like an emotional hedge. Like you're throwing away $50, but at least your Mets are winning.
That's true. Are they still over 500?
No, they're 32 and 34.
Oh, okay.
but that's like close. So I mean, it's not like they're far off.
Yeah. Anybody running away with that division? Phillies or Washington?
Um, Actually, the Braves and the Phillies are tied. Washington's behind the Mets, dude.
Wow. Oh yeah, the Braves. I forgot about them. They're pretty solid.
Yeah. Well, Washington has a decent offense and really good starting pitching, but that kind of also shows you what happens when your bullpen is an absolute 100% dumpster fire. You could probably re-bet the Twins now because the Mariners retook the lead and have two runners on base with only one out.
The Mariners retook the lead. Oh, I have the over in that game. That's good. Oh, it was 9.5. So the Twins are down one
Phil
run.
Plotty on that?
Yeah,
I didn't know he bet 9.5. I
yeah, I
thought those
did.
I thought those freaked him out. Oh no, wait, it's tens he doesn't bet. That's right. It's tens he gets fucking he hates.
But they're
Trying to bet
down
it
a
nines.
run. That line can't be right. Can that be right? Oh, okay, they're down a run and plus 110. That's still weak, isn't it?
That is super weak because the Mariners got two runners on base. Yeah, they're down a run.
Yeah, Seattle's up a run and minus 140 right now. Total's 11.
Mm.
If the total was 11.5, I would jump on the under because then I mean it's like a 2-run middle. But the Braves are up 7-4. They broke it open on Pittsburgh in the 6th.
Back-to-back overs in those games.
Oakland's up 4-2 in the 9th against Tampa. They're minus 2,400 right now.
The Orioles bullpen looks like they're trying to give this game away.
Houston's still looking good, up 2 runs in the 5th. What was the total on that game?
Oh, I think it was like a 9. It wasn't anything that interested me because it looked like what it should
About
be.
about right. They're gonna fly over
Yeah.
that.
Oh, 8.5. 8.5. So
Oh wow.
is this Detroit Tigers first five about to hit? We
They're up
got
two. They're up 2-0 right now. 111 Wolf. What's up, buddy? Thanks for checking us out. Welcome in. Dodgers first 5-run line ? Yep, that's what Ant's on, and I bet it.
well, I'm on a lot more of that, but
Well,
although it has
yeah,
started
that
here yet.
hasn't started yet. Um, did anybody tail that free Japanese baseball play that guy gave out last night? Oh, talking about Goji. I would if I could, but I can't bet it. So I don't have Japanese baseball.
Oh, I gotta start tailing his baseball picks.
Yeah, he's not bad. He was up I think he said he was up 6 units on the week in that Japan baseball. I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Live Cubs Rockies over, Adam asks, is 12 ? Well, that's what Ant got it at before the game started. It's actually at 10.5 now. Oh, Robinson tailed it. There you go. So somebody did tail it, Cade. Goji got the job done. Noli knows. What's up, bro? Making unders great again. What do you want tonight, Noli? Tigers first 5 cashes. And
It did. I mean, I'm showing Merrifield single to right and Hamilton, so I'm showing two guys on base.
Oh, Ron Lofton said Tiger first five cashes.
Did Alex Gordon strike out or something? Am I behind?
To be honest, I'm not sure. I don't. I have the St. Louis game on, and I have the Cleveland game on. St. Louis. That was a good call, man. I saw Gabe Morency was on that too today. I actually watched his little show he has in the afternoon because I wanted to know if they were live streaming because I couldn't live stream because of Google Hangouts. So they were on, and I guess they don't use Fantasy Sports Network uses their own system probably to go live.
Skype.
Yeah,
Because
I saw that
SBR
he
uses Skype.
right. Yep, I saw that
Oh,
he was on it.
I'm still showing Alex Gordon at bat.
No outs for the Cardinals right now. Up 2 runs, then they got runners at the corners in the 8th inning, I think. 4-1. Can the Miami really come back on this team, Ant?
I mean, and what's the line?
A lot.
A lot is not a number. Give me a number.
Well, they're minus 3.5 runs right now at plus 115. They're up 3 runs and they got men on first and second with no out. You think that's worth a
When
shot?
you're getting plus 115 on minus 3.5.
It just changed to minus 115.
Oh, well, not at minus 115, but at plus 115, I would have grabbed that.
Yeah, they got runners on first and second, no out, up 4-1. The money line just changed from minus 1,200 to minus 2,400.
Yeah, that's not a spot you want to be putting yourself in. There's better live betting
I might have
spots.
to take a shot though at even money at minus 3.5 runs. They need 1 run and they need to just hold this team the last inning and a half. They should be able to get 1 run in here. With runners on first and second, no out. Oh, now they got 1 out. So now the double play ends the inning. Now it's plus 140. What about that?
I mean, I'm plus 140 minus 3.5 runs.
Yeah, with the guys on first and second, 1 out.
That's not bad because a hit scores that run from second.
Right. I'm taking a shot. With that for a half a unit.
All right. Yep, that Tigers first five did come through for me, so that's super exciting.
Oh, they wouldn't take it. Now it's minus 105.
Those cunts.
Fuck you. I'm not taking that at minus 105. Oh, because there's a
No.
2-0 count. That's why. So he might walk the bases loaded here with 1 out.
Oh, the Astros just busted it open, baby. Yeah. How about them apples, baby? Woo! Come on, Stros. I am
30,
poised for a good night. I went 0-4 yesterday in baseball. You know that, right?
Carlos says 33 people with just baseball. Not bad, bro. Thank you, Carlos.
Yeah, and you guys can't even see my face because I'm lying in my bed on my phone.
This fucking guy's really going to walk the bases loaded, huh? Now it's minus 130, minus
Well,
3.5.
I know you're trying to find a good live bet spot, but I'd really rather the Cardinals just fucking just blow it open here because I don't want to sweat. I want the Cardinals to win. And if the Cardinals win, that's like almost 2 units for me.
All right, it's even money. I'm taking it.
You're just
if I can get it in.
You're just hell bent on betting.
I am. I think Cardinals. It's a good spot. I think it's a good spot. I think if they get a run, it's a winner.
I can't really disagree with you. I'm actually going to try and pull it up now, but my phone's going kind of slow. After all that refreshing of the baseball scores, now my phone's going slow when I'm trying to pull up.
All right, I got it in. I got it in at even money for a half unit, baby. Let's go. Pull it on the board, bitch. Throw a ball and walk the bases loaded. Yeah, we do this every night, Wolf. Well, 6 days a week. Although I've been on 48 of the last 51 days, we've done this show for about an average of about 5 hours a night. If you think how long we go on the weekends, so
we go on the weekends pretty long. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly.
I'm on like 8 or 9 hours all day and night, especially if there's a fight cast. Coco Bongo has a 4-game parlay: Orioles, Braves, Astros, and Twins. What are you doing betting 14 parlays, Coco Bongo? Have I not taught you anything? Yeah, put 2 on the board, bitch. Let's go. Let's go. That's live betting 101 right there. 6-1 St. Louis.
Should I just bet the Blue Jays live at plus 425 to ensure that I make money on this game and free roll it?
Why would you, why? I don't get it. Why would you be you're free rolling at that point?
Well, I have the Orioles at plus 105 on the money line. So if I just took a quarter of a unit on the Blue Jays at plus 425, I free roll the game.
Oh, okay.
I was wondering if you think I should do that, or if that's just a bitch move.
Well, I mean, it's always a bitch move if you hedge. But I mean, yeah, that's not true. Sometimes if you put yourself in the position where you're free rolling, that's not necessarily a bitch move.
All right, I'm just going to do that just because I have an opportunity to make sure I win money on this game no matter what, even if it's a tiny little fraction of money. Because at like getting the Blue Jays at this price, I literally only have to put like a quarter of a unit on it. So I'm still going to win like 0.8 of a unit if the Orioles win. So yeah, there we go. I just did it just to ensure that I make money on the game.
Yeah, so I tailed Twatty obviously on the Padres first 5 that game started, and 1-0 Padres get on the board early, so that's good.
What is like Twatty and I talk baseball betting theory too much, because you literally all you said was, "Oh yeah, I tailed Twatty on the Padres and I tailed Twatty on the Dodgers game and the Padres game," and I already knew what you bet. I'm like, oh, I know what you bet there.
Well, he says it on the show all the time how much he is liking betting these first 5 run lines.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, as soon as you said I tailed Twatty on a play in the Dodgers-Angels game and the Padres-Giants game, I already knew what you tailed him on both those games. I'm like, okay, I could totally see what he bet here.
Now, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, and I totally freaking agree with both those plays. The problem is I couldn't get the Dodgers line until literally the early afternoon because the Angels never put out a fucking, because the Angels didn't decide who the fuck they wanted to start the goddamn game. And then with the Padres game, it's just, I'm like 5-10 cents off the number that I want. I mean, you got a better number than I did.
If I lose this fucking St. Louis game, I'm going to be pissed, bro. Because it's only $50. It's only a half unit, but I made the right move. And if it doesn't
pay off. Are you already talking about if you lose? They're up 5 runs. You
I
got him
need
minus
this.
3.5.
We need this one run right here to get in on third. I'll feel better about it.
Don't be greedy.
Don't be greedy. Can't I just get a run? God damn it!
Yes.
What about taking Miami's plus 5.5 runs right now?
And middling it?
Yeah, minus 120. Think I could hit them both?
I mean, I don't know. It'd be kind of fun if you did. Just do it for fun. Who cares? It's $50.
It's probably going to switch now because they just got out of the inning. Hold on, let me see if it's no, it's 4.5 now. So you could take the Cards minus 4.5 at minus 270. You won't need a run. All you need to do is not let them score, or you could take Miami at plus 4.5, plus 200.
Oh yes, the Orioles got a run. All right. Orioles got that run back. Woo. Okay, and the Reds have a runner on first at the top of the ninth. I would appreciate it if the Reds won this game. This game's coming down to the wire, man.
I would appreciate it if the Reds didn't win this game.
Fuck you.
You already cashed on the game. Don't be greedy.
I'm looking for an epic night, dude. Especially since I lost the fucking under.
Can you let the little guys get some crumbs? I mean, like, why does your night have to be epic and mine be bad? Can't your night just be really good?
You're the motherfucker who lays $5,000 on NBA player props, but you're the little guy?
I'm the little guy in this.
Eat a dick.
In this situation, I'm the little guy.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm the little guy right now. Okay?
You're ridiculous.
I'm not a little guy. I'm not a little guy in stature, but in this particular situation, don't be greedy. Give me some crumbs. I need crumbs.
Oh, you need crumbs to go lay another $5,000 on fucking Draymond Green props?
I need crumbs, okay? And it was only $3,000. It was not $5,000.
What the fuck ever, dude. You crack me up sometimes, man.
I can't even get mad and be like, damn, it should have been $5,000 because that was a sweat, bro. I was sweating that $3,000 out. That was enough.
Dude, you knew going into it that, at least I knew, I didn't know what you knew. I knew going into it that it was the right side, but it was going to be a sweat.
Coco Bongo said, if Jay is the little betting guy, I'm a midget. Rich G said, Jay's crumbs are made of gold. Settle down. Ant's the one that owns a house. I don't own a house.
Yeah, I own a house because I don't lay $3,000 on NBA player props.
All I'm saying is I need the crumbs tonight, okay?
I mean, get the crumbs on a different game. That's all I'm saying.
I tried to get some crumbs back on this Cardinals game because the Yankees first 5 went down. I'm trying to get those crumbs back just to get even.
I'm going to lose this Arizona game. So
I thought about betting every one of your games, but then I would have had like 13 baseball bets, and that makes my stomach hurt, bro.
What? Having 13 bets, period, makes your stomach hurt. You're like the least gambler I've ever met.
I know. It does.
Well, except for Justin. Justin's a little bit.
I'd rather bet $1,000 and have one game and have a shitload of money on it. So that was a good call on the Tigers' first 5. Is that the play that Parlay Poppy agreed with you on?
Yeah. I said he stole my thunder on that because I'm watching the show right before I go on because I'm like looking at the segment and I'm like, this motherfucker. I was literally thinking out of my head like not like upset or anything, but I was just like, this guy's on the. I mean. I was kind of happy that he was kind of on the same play as me because I'm like, he's a pretty decent capper. So I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm on the same side as him. But I'm like, son of a bitch, he literally took the exact same play that I'm on, but he was on before me, so he got to say it first. So that's why I mentioned it, and I'm like, thought to myself, like, I already have my entire breakdown of this game written down. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go through and say, here's my breakdown. I'm on the exact same play as Poppy. Here's my breakdown of the game, though, because I didn't.
Yeah, that's
spend all
all.
this
That's all
time.
you got to do.
Yeah, like I didn't spend all that goddamn time in the morning, fucking writing down my breakdown
Yeah.
and prepping for the show. Just
Although
to be
you're
like,
going over people's heads, bro. When you start talking about the bebop and the fucking
I don't care.
GMC, like people are just like, what?
Yeah, I know. And I asked Jimmy about that, and Jimmy wants me to keep it up because he's, huh?
Shout out to Alex Bennett that cashed Rangers first five at plus 170 and the Mets first five at plus 200. Good for you.
That's pretty good.
That is
But
good. That's
no,
a
I
good day
asked
of
Jimmy
baseball right
about
there.
that. I asked Jimmy if I get a little bit too technical or whatever with my capping, and he said he likes it because he said he wants that voice on the show.
Yeah, I agree. I could see that.
But I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't think those statistics are that technical if you're going to be betting on
Well,
baseball.
I mean, but you got to realize at least half the people are like just looking at the ERA of the pitchers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I
Good
don't care.
call. Fucking Houston's up 8-3.
Yeah, but I'm okay with going over people's heads. It doesn't really bother me that much.
So we're going into the bottom of the sixth. Seattle's up 4-3. I still need three runs to cash that over 9.5. The Twins are minus 125. Seattle is even money right now, up a run. You think that's worth a bet this late in the game?
What's the inning again?
Bottom of the sixth, and Seattle's up 4-3, and I can get them at even money.
It's a borderline. It's borderline because I mean the Twins are a much better team and a much better offense. So, but I mean they are up a run, so you have that advantage.
Ramon says statistics are like bikinis. They reveal a lot, but not everything. Robinson says, I look at the pitcher's height. If they're under 6 feet, I fade them. Same in football. That's fucking hilarious.
No, I mean, yeah, it whatever. That's actually kind of funny, that thing. But
Trig cashed the Sky money line. Plus 113. Yeah, I took the Sky at minus 150 for a half unit money line before the show. So that's good. We cashed that. I mean, it doesn't count, but at least it's a half unit in my bank account.
yeah, but what's funny? So I know you mentioned that I go over people's heads. Is I remember watching back my first segment on the show and like seeing people in the comment section go, "Oh God, he's one of those numbers guys," blah blah blah, and like immediately started like talking crap about that. Because like, oh, he's some kind of nerd or something. Probably never played the game, yada yada yada. But I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, do these guys like not understand that the analytics nerds control the betting market for baseball?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, they exactly like the modelers control the betting market.
Yeah.
They also control the front offices. Like
And
every front office.
It's getting to the point in mostly all sports, but
Yeah.
definitely baseball, especially.
Baseball and hockey too. But yeah, so
So, when are these games now? Is tomorrow Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Final? Does it all comes down to that? I think, right? I don't know if that's tomorrow. Yep, tomorrow, 8 o'clock. We got the Blues and Bruins Game 7. One game takes it all. Bruins are at home. Man, it's tough to not back the Bruins and Tuukka Rask at home.
yeah, but the thing is the Bruins are like, aren't they a massive favorite?
I would think they're probably minus 150, which is basically what they've been at home all series. I'll check that though. And Thursday, so back-to-back days, we got Thursday Game 6 of the Warriors and Raptors game, which is going to be fucking epic. I'm looking forward to that. And tomorrow we got the Stanley Cup Final. Let me check the odds. See what the odds are. Minus 170.
That's a little pricey.
Yeah, that is a little pricey. So you're paying. It's about a 20 cent 20 cents extra they're charging you on this Game 7. The total though is 5.5 over minus plus 125. Under 5.5 is minus 145. I might maybe the Bruins on the puck line at plus 180. You have to think if they're up a goal late, you're definitely going to see that empty net for the last 2 minutes. I think we lost Ant. I think we're looking smooth on this St. Louis minus 3.5, boys. I don't know if anybody tailed that with me, but 6-1, 7-1 in the top of the ninth. Yeah, leave it out.
I'm gonna take some of
Chicago White Sox up 5-2. There's got to be another one or two live spots that we could pick up some money tonight. Reds and the Indians going into extra innings. Steve and I need those Indians. Ant's just going to have to deal with the fact that he can't win both bets in that game. He's just going to have to deal with that. I'm going to be pissed if I drop this St. Louis live bet because it was perfect bet to make.
Hey, my Google Hangouts crashed on my phone. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's been shit in the bed all day.
Yeah. So what were you able to get on the Bruins
Regulation?
regulation?
Oh, in regulation, we could probably get them at about even money. Hold on, I'll tell you.
Why don't you just root for the? Why don't you just take the over and root for the goals?
Minus 105. Or St. Louis is plus 230.
I guarantee you. I guarantee you, Eric's model will tell you the unders to play, despite the fact that there's been an over in like 5 out of 6 games.
He hopped on the Bruins to win the series when they were down 3-2 at like plus 250. I said to him, "That's a great bet," and I didn't fucking tail it like an idiot. But so he's sitting in a great position going into tomorrow at plus 250 to win the series. Yeah.
Oh, that is pretty good.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering, like, do you think that applies to the NBA? Right now, we can get the Warriors plus 250 to win the series. If they can go home and win this game at Oracle and tie this series at 3-3, it's 60 minutes of basketball where anybody could win. If the shots fall, they fall. If they don't, they don't. And you would be sitting with the Warriors bet at plus 250.
I don't know. I think without Durant, the Raptors just look like a better team.
I agree with that. They did need Kawhi to score like 10 or 12 in a row, and they still couldn't close the deal in that fourth quarter. They're minus 320 right now. They got to win one out of the next 2 games. Is the value on the Raptors at minus 320, or is the value on the Warriors at plus 250?
I don't think there's value at minus 320, but I'm not sure about that plus 250. I mean, because I honestly think the Raptors, without KD, the Raptors look like a better team.
Well, the Warriors are minus 3 and minus 150 to win the game on Thursday. And the total is down. It's been what, 216, 215 around there all series. It's 211.
Interesting.
Finals MVP, Steph Curry's plus 240, Wolf. And Clay is 63-1. Holy shit. Draymond is actually 40-1. And then Steph is 2.5-1, and Kawhi is 1-3. I wonder if they got player props ready to go. Yeah, they do. Klay Thompson, 23.5. I'm just going to, until they start respecting this kid and set it at like 27, 28, I'm going over every fucking game. We've cashed every game.
Klay Thompson?
Yeah.
Well, 23.5 is higher than what it's been. It's been like 20.5, 21.5, things like that.
Yeah,
so they've already adjusted.
It closed the last game at 22.5. So it's about a point higher than what it closed. But now there's no Durant. Wow, bro, they are really fucking this Miami team up. I should have bet more than a half unit on it. That was a great call. Remember when we were talking, Ann, about every time that it's a low score in the Rockies game and you're in like the 5th inning and you get a huge discount on that number, we just have to start going over it?
Maybe.
It's the 5th inning and the
It's
total
2-1.
It's 2-1, and the total I'm seeing, I think, is 8. It just went off the board. Let me check DraftKings.
8.5.
Yeah, I'm looking at 8 even, and the over is -120. You think that's like too high? You think it's got to get to like 7.5, and it's worth taking a shot?
Yeah, but if it gets to 7.5, then you're talking about like going into the 6th inning, it's still 2-1.
And you're not going to get the bottom of the 9th in as of right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why are the Cubs not hitting this kid? That's kind of crazy.
Kansas City puts a run on the board. Isn't it great when you're on a team in the first 5 and they lose the full game? You hit that first 5 and they lose the full game. That's when you just know you just made the right call.
Well, I even explained. I said, the Tigers bullpen's so bad, there's no way you can take them full game. But they have the advantage on that first 5 with the offenses and the starting pitching matchup.
Coco Bongo says 23 for Clay. I'll bet a body part on the over. Trig says, damn, 23 Clay, easy money, Jay. Yep, it's already in, boys. It's already in.
Let me investigate that. Let's see. $23.5 -110.
I got it at even money, but DraftKings is hanging -110. So that's right on the market. I think you got to go over. And let me check the 3s. They can't possibly be stupid enough to hang 2.5 with Durant out. I'll be shocked.
No, I saw 4.5.
3.5 on Clay. I like that. I'm banging that too because they're home. That's going in already.
Here's something that's a little interesting. Have you looked at Heisman Trophy props?
No, I haven't yet. Why? What do you say?
Tua's +230.
What's Lawrence?
+280.
Yeah, I'll be on.
Where did Jalen Hurts transfer to?
Oklahoma.
Oh, he's +750.
Yeah, he'll be starting at Oklahoma. He's good too, man. He's good. I understand that Saban had to go the other way because Tua might be special, but Jalen Hurts is gonna make some fucking noise at Oklahoma.
Hey, pull them up. Pull the props up.
For what?
For the Heisman Trophy.
All right, hang on 1 second.
Because I want you to tell me what Adrian Martinez is at.
All right, college football. What do we got?
All right, do you got it?
Yeah. Who do you want to know?
Adrian Martinez.
The Nebraska kid?
Just tell me the number.
18-1.
Oh my God! They're doing funny things, obviously, because bookies do that. But I got at 12-1. Can you believe the Nebraska kid's 18-1? Doesn't that seem?
That seems like really ridiculous when Jake Fromm's 16-1 and Justin Herbert is 22-1 and Adrian Martinez is 18-1. Yeah, he should be like 50-1.
Adrian Martinez should be 50-1.
Yeah. Did
you watch them last year?
And you have to be on a successful team to win the Heisman Trophy. They're
the favorite to win their division.
They should worry about breaking 500 this year before you start taking Martinez at 18-1 to win the Heisman. I mean, come on, bro.
I'm not saying I want to. I just wanted to know what the number was. But they're the
no, the number is
division,
wrong.
Right?
The number is I don't give a fuck what they're they're the favorite to do. They have to
Well,
prove.
You just said they have to win their division. You just
No,
said,
I said
you
they
have to
should
be on a
worry
successful
about.
team.
They
I'm
should
like, dude,
worry about
they're the
being
favorite to
right.
win their division.
Right. That's what I said. Yeah, but what does that mean? I mean, what does that mean? You know what I mean? Alabama was minus 250 to win the championship last year. How'd that go? I mean, what that doesn't mean.
They're going to be a 500 team. They're going to be better than 500.
Well,
team
that's
this year.
my point. Do I think the kid? We talked about this kid last year. I think he's really good. 18-1 to win the Heisman is ridiculous.
Yeah, but so 60-1.
I think 50-1 is fair.
I mean, okay.
Maybe 40-1. Maybe. I mean, the fact that he is ahead of the number one prospect who is supposed to be the number 2 prospect coming out of the NFL in terms of quarterbacks at the end of the season in Justin Herbert. I mean, that's a little crazy to me. He looked better at Oregon than Martinez did at Nebraska last year. Now, I mean, but like I said, if they win their division in the Big Ten and they make some noise, that could change. If he's throwing for 300 yards a game, running for a touchdown, throwing for 3, that could change. But preseason, they should be like, I have to see them, win 7 or 8 games before I can even think about him being in the conversation.
I mean, well, they should.
Yeah, I think they should definitely be improved. And I love your head coach. So you know how I feel about him.
You mean our Lord and Savior?
Yeah, man. What a grab for that fucking university. What a grab.
Yeah, I'm looking at the lines of all their games. The only one that they're an underdog in preseason is the Ohio State game, obviously.
What? Let me hear their odds against some of the teams.
I'll just run it all down. Colorado 7.5, Northern Illinois 21.5, Illinois 15.5, Ohio State plus 6.5, Northwestern 7, Minnesota 5.5, Indiana 16.5, Purdue 4.5, Wisconsin 2.5, Maryland 13.5, Iowa 3.
Wow, that's a lot of respect.
Well, they're also they have all their tough games at home this year.
Well, that's last big.
Year, all their tough. Well, yeah, last year all their games were on the road. They were on the road on every tough game.
Yeah.
And so this year it's reversed because the home and home with the conference playing all that stuff. So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would make them a favorite to beat Iowa, but they're home for that game.
Yeah.
They're home for the Wisconsin game too?
Yes.
Yeah.
They have Iowa, Wisconsin, Northwestern, and Ohio State all at home.
Wow, somebody sucked somebody's dick to get that fucking
dude, schedule. They had all those games on the road last year.
Every one of them?
Yeah. Plus at Michigan. They're at Northwestern, at Wisconsin, at Iowa, at Ohio State, and at Michigan in a cross-division game.
Jimmy the Bag's 8-0 tonight. Wow, good for Jimmy.
That's pretty good. I know he tailed me and Poppy on some of those baseball plays, so that's pretty awesome.
Scott Frost, Steve, is Nebraska's head coach. And he is a fucking beast. If you're going to give me 2 young coaches, if I'm a college football team and you're going to give me 2 young coaches, not Nick Saban, I think the three best coaches in college football, young coaches, are Dabo, obviously, Scott Frost, and Lincoln Riley. I think that's his name.
Dabo's young?
Yeah, Dabo's young. I don't think he's 50.
Oh,
Actually, I could be wrong. He doesn't. He looks. If he is 50, he looks good for his age.
why does everyone keep thinking? I'm actually going to look it up because now you got me wondering. But why does everyone keep wanting Lincoln Riley to leave Oklahoma?
Because they think he's going to be the next like offensive genius like McVay, and what they hope that that fucking kid from Texas Tech I can't stand, who is the coach of Arizona now. They're hoping that he's the next offensive mastermind. That's why.
Yeah, but it's like he's 49, so you're right. He's not 50.
Oh, that's still older than I thought, though.
But what I don't get is they act as if the head coaching job at Oklahoma is, just beneath someone, and that's like a fucking massive program to be heading. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, but
they're
you
like,
know
oh,
what?
you
You
got
know
to get
what's going
out
to
of that
make him
Oklahoma job. I
what's
mean,
going to make him look good is if he sends two number 1 draft picks, college football draft picks to the NFL, and they're both really successful. I expect Mayfield to be, and I'm not sure about the kid yet because he's really short. But if he goes and has a great rookie year, that's gonna fuel the hype of Lincoln Riley even more. They're gonna think he's like a quarterback whisperer, which is why Cliff Kingsbury got the gig. Because I don't know why. I mean, the guy went over 500 like twice, I think, the entire time he was there. But I mean, whatever.
Cliff Kingsbury getting a head coaching job
It's a
was
joke.
absurd.
Yeah, absolute joke. I couldn't agree with you more. And is that an Indians walk-off? Put it on the board. Let's go. Sorry, Aunt. I needed that, though. Crumbs, bro. Crumbs.
Yeah, well, you can PayPal me those crumbs.
So if you go like 7-1 today and that's your one loss, you're just going to have to fucking eat that.
No, I
How about
took an L.
Clemson being the favorite to win the college football championship next year? I love it. Fuck Alabama.
I got 3 L's, dude.
I love it. If I was gonna, I don't know how old Kirby Smart is, but if I was gonna add another coach to that mix, who I'm really high on, that's younger, I think he would be it. I don't know how old he is though. He might be around the same age as Dabo. I'm a big Kirby Smart fan.
He's that feller in Georgia, isn't he?
Yes, he is that feller. Everybody forgets about Georgia, but man, they were so good last year, and they were so fucking close to playing in that championship game. Jalen Hurts comes in and saves the day. Oklahoma's in good shape with that kid. I'm higher on the Texas quarterback too than people are. I like that kid a lot. Sam Ellinger. What about Jim Harbaugh? Fucking Jim Harbaugh. The fact that he's still at Michigan, man. Come on. My whole opinion of Jim Harbaugh has really changed over the last 4 years.
I'm trying to figure out why everyone. No. What is wrong with what he's done at Michigan?
I mean, he hasn't. Like, how about for starters, he hasn't beat Ohio State.
He's won 10 games every fucking year.
That's not good enough when you're at Michigan.
I mean, like, what exactly did his predecessor do? You guys go, oh, it's not good enough when you're at Michigan. Get the fuck out of here. The guy before him
that doesn't matter.
So for 20 years.
Comparing somebody to failures doesn't make them necessarily good.
No one ever called for the firing of what's his bucket who was before him, who coached there for 20 years.
I'm sure every Michigan football fan did.
I'm like, I don't. Here's the thing: is like he's won like 10 games every fucking year he's been there. So,
but he hasn't won the game, and they came in with the best defense in the country and lost by 40 to a weak Ohio State team, one of the weakest Ohio State teams in the last decade, and they got ran out of the fucking shoe. They lost by 40, bro.
They did.
And Michigan had the #1 defense in the nation, and Haskins made them look like a fucking utter joke. All Harbaugh does is choke on a big stage. That's all he's done his entire career over there at Michigan.
Yeah, here's my thing, though. It's like, who are they going to get that's better? You can't just be like, hey, let's fire this guy who's won 10 games every year he's been here, who took a team to a Super Bowl, who before that turned Stanford from a doormat into a perennial power. Yeah, he's so terrible. Let's get rid of him. And then what are you replacing him with? Brady Hoke round 2? I mean, give me a fucking break.
But, I mean, he can't even win his bowl games, bro. He lost to South Carolina. He lost to Florida State. I mean, come on. He's got a losing record in bowl games. I mean, he's done nothing. What has he done? He's done nothing. What does 10 games mean?
A fucking bag of dick.
What did 95 wins for the Cubs mean last year? It meant dick. They lost. They lost in a wild card game, didn't they? A 1-game playoff.
So we're supposed to fire Joe Madden?
No.
Okay,
no, that's
so
not what I'm. That's not what I'm saying. But Joe Madden has been in a World Series. Won one.
My point is, it's like we act like just because a guy isn't in the playoff every single year or whatever, they need to fire him. I mean, how many fucking spots do you think are in that playoff? You know, like it's like those SEC coaches. It's like, so is it his fault he goes up against Urban Meyer every year? It's like all those SEC coaches in the SEC West. You have that revolving door in the SEC West. Everyone gets fired because you're not good enough. Oh, everyone gets fired because you're not good enough.
First of all, he hasn't won 10 games every year, and he won 8 games in 2017. What are you talking about, bro?
Oh, I'm sorry. The one time he won 8 games, big deal.
Well, he's only been there 4 years, so 25% of the time.
You're
what?
You're calling for his head. You're calling for his firing because he had one season.
It's different. You're talking about the second biggest rivalry in sports. Probably Michigan's. Okay, you need to win that game once in 5 times. He hasn't. You got to go at that point.
Well, now that Urban Meyer left, he'll probably win it.
Well, that's true. We'll see what happens with Ohio State now. That's a good call. That's true. But he needs to beat them this year.
Yeah, I understand he needs to beat them. I'm just saying, like, people are you sound like those Michigan fans who just get way overblow. It's like you're calling for the guy's head before, as if he's sucked or something. And it's like his worst year is what, 8-4? Like, come on.
But my point is that, like, you get graded against beating Ohio State. You know what I mean? And he probably should have made he's brought a great recruiting class just off his name alone the last 4 years. You got to make the playoffs.
What about wasn't there that game against Ohio State that they should have won, but they had like a bad call on the interception or something at the very end of the game?
I think it was something happened in the Michigan State game. Like a botched punt. I want to say something like that. That
there
got
was the
returned.
Michigan State game, but the same season there was a game where they should have beat Ohio State, but there was like a really atrocious officiating at the end of the game.
And he's
that gave the game to Ohio State.
He's 1-3 in bowl games. I mean, come on, bro.
Tom Osborne was 0-9 in bowl games before he won 3 out of 4 national titles.
Tom Osborne wouldn't get 9 years today to build that program.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, you guys are fucking being absurd. I'm like,
so
on,
you're being absurd for you're saying that you're absurd that since you've been at Michigan, you haven't been able to beat Ohio State. You've won 1 bowl game 1 time since you've been there, and you haven't sniffed the playoffs yet. That's absurd.
It's absurd that people think Michigan's still this humongous power program.
But they bring in a top 5 recruiting class every year. They should be.
I mean, dude, Michigan's been relevant a couple times in my lifetime. Like, why do we act like Michigan is this fucking is supposed to be this world beater? They have a share of a national title in 1997. That's it.
Kate Edwards says, I was at that Michigan botched punk game. He said the big house was dead silent. It was the craziest game I've ever been to. Yeah, that's crazy because there's like 103,000 people, I think. And
you're underselling them, dude. It's like 115. I want to go to the big house. I bet that'd be a fun place to go watch a game at.
Steve said Michigan has tons of NFL players drafted every year. Yeah, that's true. That's definitely true. 110,000 it holds, Andrew said.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I know I've been to the shoe. I got to watch Nebraska get curb stomped 62-3 in person by Ohio State at the shoe, and that's a big fucking stadium. All those
Andrew, are you a Michigan fan? He said I've been to 20 games there. What's your thoughts? Does Harbaugh need to go? Kate Edwards said, Maeda, not his night. I assume that something bad is happening to the Dodgers right now.
Yeah, Maeda's getting hit. So, yeah, so it's like, I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying Harbaugh at some point they don't need to put pressure on him to start doing better in some of these big games. What I'm saying is, like, you can't just fire head coaches every 4 years because they don't win a national title or something. And then you're like, what are you going to fire Harbaugh for and replace him with?
Well, I mean, if you haven't won a national title and you haven't beat Ohio State, you better be 4-0 in those bowl games when you're playing South Carolina. You know what I mean?
I think you're obviously not you're obviously from New Jersey, because if you're from like a big college football state, you know that bowl games are like absolutely fucking meaningless.
They don't matter, you don't think, to the fans?
No.
Andrew, do the bowl games matter to you? Bowl wins?
No, they don't.
He said, I mean, I'm not asking you. I'm asking Andrew. He lives in Detroit, and he's a Michigan fan. I mean, not many other good options. We hired him to be the coach forever, basically. And then in caps, he says this year he must beat Ohio State and Michigan State.
Yeah, I mean, I understand he must beat them. You know, you got to beat your rivals. You know, that's obviously something you got to do. But you know, he basically just said what the point I'm trying to make is like, what are your other options?
No, he said, like you're crazy. You're crazy. Bowl wins matter.
No, they
matter. They have to matter.
Don't matter because bowl games are an exhibition.
It's all you have to look forward to at the end of your season. If you're not in the playoffs, those Rose Bowls and Orange Bowls, they matter, bro.
Yeah, does the taxslayer.com bowl matter?
No, but we're not. Michigan's not playing. Michigan's not playing in those.
Dude,
Nebraska is.
Dude, you know, like half the fans of these bowl games don't give a shit about it. Like, if it's a major bowl game, yeah, but you know, like half the teams don't even care. You tell me fucking the Toledo Rockets are preparing to play the I don't know, fucking Louisiana Tech or whatever in the Bahamas Bowl. No, they're just happy to go to the Bahamas. Bowl games don't matter, dude.
I
And the
agree with
fans
I
don't care
agree with
either.
you.
I don't even remember. I don't even remember like you can't even get people together for a bowl game party, you know, around here. Like no one fucking remembers bowl games. They're
I
fucking
agree with
pointless.
you about every bowl game up until about December 29th. After the big bowls, those matter, bro. Those Cotton Bowl,
I
Orange
just
Bowl,
said
Fiesta Bowl.
those big ones do. I mean,
Well,
those big ones are kind of like a fun thing to be in, but I mean, for the most part,
but what do you
not even
think
fans
Michigan's
give a
losing
shit.
in every year? They're not losing in the Tax Slayer Bowl. They're losing in the Rose Bowl.
I don't think they're in the Rose Bowl. It was like Penn State was in the Rose Bowl, but
Michigan's
no one
been,
gives a shit.
since Harbaugh, Michigan's been in the Citrus, the Orange, the Rose, and the Outback since he's been there.
I
So,
don't
I
think
mean,
they cared about the Outback Bowl.
what about the other three?
I mean, in theory. Oh, okay. So you want to fire a guy who's gone to the Orange Bowl and the Rose Bowl or whatever? I mean, come on.
He better beat those teams this year, though, especially Ohio State without Urban Meyer.
You know who he will beat though? Rutgers.
Obviously, you can get your 10 friends from on your block that used to play in the middle of the street when you were 10 years old. They could be Rutgers.
Yeah, I was just trying to job you, but you see that's what I'm saying is like, why is the State University for New Jersey not just called New Jersey?
I don't, because we're fucking ass backwards, bro. That's why. Nebraska has a shot, though. Nebraska has a shot to be last year's Northwestern if everything falls right for them.
I think they're the actual favorite to win the Big Ten West.
They definitely looked better at the end of the year, big time. And I think they lost the majority of their games, I think, within a touchdown.
Yeah, they lost. They got curb stomped by Michigan at the beginning. They lost to Ohio State by less than a touchdown. They wound up winning some games, and then they lost some really close games. They looked really good by the end of the year. I mean, but you got to remember they had like a completely new system, new players. I mean, he's flipping the script basically. Like, Mike Riley left him like no talent. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right,
God,
let's go back.
They fired him.
Back to baseball. All right, so we're in the 6th inning. This can't be right. Is this right? So we're in the 6th inning, and there are 5 runs in this Rockies game, and the total is 9. It just went off the board, but the total was 9. What about the Dodgers are down 5-0 in the 2nd inning? They can't they come back? You can get them at plus 500 right now.
I mean, I don't. Yeah, they could, but Jesus Christ, what the? They got 5 runs and only 3 hits and no errors. What did you do? Walk 7 people?
I don't know. Apparently, it's not his night though. That sucks. Padres are still up 1. Hopefully, the Padres. We can get this first 5 home with the Padres, and that'll cancel out the guaranteed loser on the Dodgers' first 5.
That's not a guaranteed loser.
All right. Well, if they outscore them by at least 6 runs in the next 3 innings.
The Nats did it a few days ago. They were down 5-0, and then they came back and won the first 5-run line.
What's the probability you think you said on that?
I mean, the probabilities are not good, but it's happened.
We got
like as recently as a few days ago.
We got 9 runs in this Seattle game, 5-4 Seattle in the 8th. Oh man, I need 1 more run. The Twins. Oh, here we go. All right, the Twins are minus 160. Wow, they're minus 160 down a run in the 8th. They have a runner on second and no outs. I still can't lay that down a run. Just get this run in, boys. You got to get this run in for me. So far in the show, we have one winner. That St. Louis live bet was free money.
Oh, did you see the women's soccer today?
Dude, was it the score 13-0?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
They had two different spurts in the second half. They scored 4 goals in 6 minutes at one point, and then they scored 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Yeah, they scored 4 goals from the 74th. No, they scored 1, 2, 3, 4. They scored 6 goals from the 74th minute on. So
That's
basically,
incredible.
so basically, Thailand just completely gave up because they were already up 7-0 going into the 74th minute, and Thailand essentially just gave up. And
Are they
just,
gonna run? Are they gonna run through everybody and just win back-to-back World Cups?
well, I mean, I took them at over 3-1, so. Or I think Thailand's just that bad.
They were 3-1.
Yeah.
That's actually I thought their odds would be much worse than that.
No, actually, it was like 3.5
still available?
I mean, I don't know. You can go look.
I'll take them right now at 3.5.
They weren't even They weren't even the favorite. It was France was the favorite.
They're plus 260, and France is plus 230.
Yeah, I think I got them at like plus 350 or plus 300, something like that.
I might throw a unit on that.
For patriotism.
Yeah, it'll be fun to root for it the whole time. They're a sick favorite to win their group.
They're an even bigger favorite to win their group now that they won the first game 13-0.
There's I only see how many games is there tomorrow? Not a lot, right? Because it's like moving day or something.
For what, baseball?
Yeah.
No, there's a lot. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Thursday's moving day.
Okay, well, there's one game so far that I see that's bettable. As far as what lines they've put up, it's the Reds and Cleveland. Plesac minus 140, and the total is 9.5.
Yeah, I was actually looking at that already. I like the 9.5. I'm thinking about betting it on the overnights.
Over or under?
Under. And then I'm contemplating the Brewers tomorrow with Woodruff and Verlander.
Well, you're probably getting a nice plus price there.
Not as plus as I wanted it. I think the books are on to Verlander's regression. That's going to be coming up soon. And they know that all the modelers and stuff are going to be looking to fade Verlander, so they're already putting Verlander at discounted prices, so that's kind of annoying.
The Twins have runners on first and second, I think no outs. And they're minus 120 right now to win the game down a run in the 8th. What do you think about that? Do they have to be plus money, even though they have a man on first and second? When you're talking about the bottom of the 8th, a double play ball, and there's 2 outs, and you're down a run, and you're only getting up one more time.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. They would need the bases loaded with no outs in order for me to want to lay up price with them down. You know what I'm saying?
I think I have to agree with that.
Yeah, that's you can't lay a favorite price when they're down a run.
Is your dog snoring, bro?
No, that's my husband.
Holy shit. It sounds like he's chopping, like he's sawing wood.
I can barely hear it, so I'm actually going to get off here soon once I bet this Indians Reds under 9 for tomorrow.
9 or 9.5?
Oh, 9.5. And I'm going to go to bed. What are you laughing about?
And I want you to go back and watch the end of this show once you get off or tomorrow and listen to how loud that is. And you will fucking laugh your ass off. The chat is hysterical right now. Oh, man. That is fucking funny. Oh, man.
All right, good night.
Good night. Holy shit, that was funny, boys. Was it just me? Or did it literally sound like a sawmill was behind Anthony? Man, I needed that. I needed that laugh. I think we could squeeze another unit out tonight after that laugh. Yeah, Trig. That is fun. I thought it was the dog snoring too, yeah. Because my dog could fucking snore, bro. Holy shit. My dog is loud. Tying run at third, first and third, 1 out. Man, I'm tempted. I'm tempted to take that, but well, actually, it's off the board right now. Let me see if it's off the board in my other book. It's tough to lay that minus money though when you're down a run in the bottom of the 8th. Yeah, I got the Twins. Oh, it's suspended. Well, I hope you guys win. Just a little. It was a little pricey for me. Man, what a sweat. We're sweating this fucking Padres game out, man. A run. Is that a runner at third for San Fran with 2 outs? We absolutely cannot let this team score a run. Come on, Paddock. Don't shit the bed. We need a strike here in the worst way. Or it could be a bad day in baseball. I've had a bad day in baseball the last couple days, man. That Draymond prop, though, that we had last night, that we grabbed 10 units off, saved me. So the New York Metropolitans stick it in me again. 3 straight balls from Paddock, as if he knew we needed it. I'm gonna try to have Joe come on the show right at 7:00 when we start tomorrow to talk about the U.S. Open. Because wow, that's gonna score a run. Now we need a run in the 5th inning. Jesus Christ. Fucking brutal. Unbelievable. Wow, 2-run homer Giants. Jesus. So it's looking like it's going to be a 2 and 3 day tail and twatty. But we got the St. Louis live bet home on the show. So that'll bring me to a 3 and 3 day, and I'll just lose all the juice, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. And maybe we could, if I can grab one more winner on the show live, I'll break even with the juice too. The Twins take the lead. There you go, boys. Good shit. If it would have been even money, I would have hopped on it with you guys. But now that they have a 1-run lead, I might just lay it and hope that they can get the job done. I got to see what the price is going to be. Up a run. Oh, wow. They're minus 590 right now. Colorado gets the over. Did anybody take that live over when we were talking about it at 8? That's a winner. I didn't take it, unfortunately, but we were talking about it. I gotta say, you guys really grind on this show. You're always on, and you're always picking win. Thank you, Coco Bongo. Appreciate that, bro. I am the engine that runs this fucking machine. We're only gaining traction and having people watch this show because there's always somebody in front of this microphone for fucking 5 hours every day. I don't take an hour off. I don't come on for half an hour, leave for 2 hours, come back on. I'm here all fucking day, every day. And we're up units, and that's all that matters. 184.5 coming into tonight. That Colorado game, oh, it's back on the board. Now the live total is 13.5. Noli took a live under 12.5. Dodgers, Angels. I'm looking at 13 right now, Noli. At minus 125. Are they still in the? How can they still be in the second inning? They're still in the second inning of that game, huh? Anthony is live to hit this over in the Rockies game now. He had it at 12. I said, man, I gotta start. I gotta practice what I preach more. We figured it out a month ago on this show. Everybody, when they only have 2 or 3 runs in the 5th inning, and that Colorado at home total drops from 12 to like 7.5, 8, you got to pound the over every game, and you're going to win more than you lose. And look what happens. It cashes in the 7th. That's a good tip for people. That's definitely something to look for. All of us identified that on this show. Man, I'm tempted to take a shot on the Dodgers at plus 550. Five runs is a lot, but that lineup is really good, and it's the second inning. Charlie Hofstrom, thanks for joining us, man. Welcome in. I've never seen you in the chat before. Appreciate you checking us out. I mean, you know, when you're down 5 runs, you bet $20 on it, and you think of it as if you're throwing it away. But if the Dodgers rally, you might pick up 100. Or Trig said we could take the plus 4.5 on the Dodgers. That's not a bad call either, Trig. At minus 130. I wish it wasn't minus 130. Yeah, I like that. I think that's worth a half unit play. I'll tail that, Trig. Oh, I got it at even money. Oh, fuck me. It just went to 3.5 at even money. I don't like that as much. God damn it. I'm looking at plus 3.5 plus 110. I might have to lay off that now. Wow, Minnesota's trying to fuck this up, huh? Seattle now has runners on first and second. Nobody out. This would be terrible for anybody that backed Minnesota. We got to get these outs for you guys. Dude, I've got a massive earache. I gotta wait. I can't take that. I can't take that 3.5. I gotta wait to tail that with you, Trig. This is gonna be the inning, though. They put up like a 3-spot watch. Yeah, my ear's red. Yeah, I know. I'm going to the doctor on Friday. But I'm still here. What's up, Dave? Thanks, buddy. I'll try that. You guys need one more out. Minnesota's minus 750 right now. Seattle is plus 500, and a base hit ties the game. That's crazy. That's funny, Ramon. Dodgers are 3.5. I didn't see that fast enough, Trig. Fuck me. Sorry, I'm out of it, guys. Are we live in this San Diego game right now? For the San Diego first 5? We need a home run here, boys. It's 3-1 San Diego. 3-1 San Fran. We got runners at the corners and 1 out. A home run puts us ahead 4-3. Come on, Tatis. Do your thing, big boy. This kid's about to walk the bases loaded. Watch. With 1 out. Wow. We got a shot here. It's not over yet. I don't know where everybody is tonight, man. Sent an invite to Matt. Nothing. Sent an invite to Chris. Nothing. That's going to score a run. All right, 3-2. We got runners on first and second. We got 1 out. We need 2 runs. We need 2 more runs, and then we have to stop them in the bottom of the 5th. But let's take 1 step at a time. Hollywood. Ramon took the 3.5 even. I don't know, Ramon. Maybe I'll bet that. I'm acting like a little bitch right now, though. All right, we're down to our last out here. We need a home run. Or we need like a bases clearing double. for us to have any chance of hitting that first 5. San Diego. Rich grabbed the Dodgers at plus 385 money line. Yeah. Minnesota gets the win. Good for you guys. We got Machado up too. You can't ask for a better person, right? In that situation, you would think. Guy gets a cajillion dollars a year. And he probably strikes out. Come on, Manny. One time, bitch. Make this game 5-3. Koepka's going for his 3rd U.S. Open in a row. Jesus. All right, boys. There's only a couple games left. There's nothing worth betting. In the Rockies game, you cashed that over 8 if you listen to me. The only thing worth betting in that Dodgers game is the plus 3.5 or plus 4.5. I agree with Trig. There's nothing worth betting in that Braves game. And there's nothing worth betting in the White Sox game. So we're going to call it a night. I'll be back, though. I'll be back tomorrow. Actually, let me look at the MLB schedule. Maybe I'll come on earlier tomorrow. We got a game at 12, 1, 3, 4. How many games do we have late? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 8 games that start after 7 o'clock. Yeah, so I'll come on regular time then. I'll come on like around 6:30, 7 o'clock. We'll have that slate of baseball. We'll have the Stanley Cup final game 7. And we will have one. We'll have one WNBA game tomorrow. So we're packed. We got enough shit going on tomorrow. And then Thursday, we got game 6 of the NBA Finals. It's going to be huge. So thank you, guys. I know it was a late start because of Google Hangout shit to bet on YouTube. But 35 of you guys still showed up to hang out with me. And we picked up a half unit. we'll take it. So that's it. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Back after this.